Adventure is nigh. Adventure is nice. Adventure is Dice. The Adventure is Nigh dice, made in collaboration with Dice Envy, are back in stock. Your cheeks will rouge thinking about the rogue-ish Bard Mortimer set. Satisfying your sweet tooth or delivering a knuckle sandwich, the Dabarella set serves up either. Whether swiftly dealing out blows or just thrifting for deals, it's all green with grinder bins. Don't like royalty but dig their style? Take down the bourgeoisie with the Sigmar set. And finally, because they left me out last time, be as fair and balanced as you feel like with the mostly neutral DM set. Each set is framed in rose gold made with a sturdy zinc alloy and filled with a beautifully colored enamel. And really nothing helps punctuate a roll like the satisfying thunk of metal dice. Head over to diceenvy.com/adventureisnigh to order your set before they're gone again. That's diceenvy.com/adventureisnigh. Not now, Toasty. Next time, maybe. Hey there, Internet. Welcome to Adventure is Nigh Season 3, The Liar, the Witch, and the Wartorn. We are here in incandescent Milwaukee shooting at the Raimbonic Comedy Sports Theater live and in person. These are real words, and I will not take these side glances because I can see all your side glances. And I am here with Amy Campbell.
That's me, and I play Dabarella Yeatster, the Tabaxi fighter cleric, who is very nervous about what's going to happen next.
Yahtzee Croshaw.
And I play Mortimer Rattlesworth Everyone Smythe, the half-elf, half-rogue, half-bard, half-lawyer, apparently, con artist, who is pretty okay with how things are going, I guess.
Jesse Galena.
I play Grinderbin, the Dakaria artificer, who is very much nervous about the eldritch horror we had a picnic with.
And Casey Wosu.
I play Sigmar Iceblood and am very happy that an ASMR archer finally did a cool thing with a bow and arrow.
Hey! Last time on Adventure is Nigh, the gang made their way into Destiny's Keep, met Betty Ticklepuss, met Papa Ticklepuss, Latavia Ticklepuss, who had through the years either fused with or turned himself into an amalgamation of ooze and skeletons and good memories. You learned a little bit of the history of their banishment from Castle Sasha. You also brought Albert back.
Yay!
Yeah, we did.
After some rolls, it looked like a fight was gonna happen, but Sigmar pulled out some sick archer tricks to calm everyone down. You then had a lovely picnic with a horrible creature. You then did the most heroic thing ever. You said, "Hey, look over there," and ran away.
Yeah.
Before we get started, we're all live and in person here in Milwaukee.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Did you just realize?
Fucking Yahtzee.
Dice Envy, our exclusive dice sponsor for Adventure is Nigh, live and in person. We're using all of their gorgeous dice, so thank you, Dice Envy. You now have Albert, Moped, and Betty Ticklepuss in tow. You're on your horses and your cart, and you are racing towards Castle Sasha and away from Destiny's Keep. The first stop we're going to get to, I think I was saying it was getting close to night time. Are you stopping for a night's rest, or are you racing through the night?
If we make it through tonight without resting, will we have time to catch up on our rest once we get into the castle before the...
He's so not telling us that.
It's a few days before the...
Yeah, you still have a
days.
few days before the actual ball.
Got
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah, and we're only like a day away from the
Correct.
Jupiter, yes.
So, yeah, we should probably ride through the night.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
If we have time for a short rest, I can get my inspiration die back.
I won't allow a short rest on the horses, as if you are
Right.
manning an animal while moving at relatively high speeds, even medium speeds, you have to focus on that. Great. So you are riding through the night. Then the first place we will get to is, to all of you, this looks like a very standard clearing. It just looks like you are about to, end on a trail and get to kind of a clear, open field. But Betty said, "Oh wait, stop right here, stop."
What?
This is it. This is the boundary.
Yes.
Of Bee's territory.
Okay, well, we talked about this. We've got the invite from Queen Beyonce that says that Waveland and Jamy and his party are invited to the Moonlight Ball.
Oh.
So, you need to swear service to House Jamy.
Oh. Okay.
Have you sworn service?
Well, I don't need to get through a barrier, right?
That's a good point.
Okay.
Do I need to, stand a certain way? I don't know.
Mortimer would know about this. He's hung with nobles like Pikeworth. Does he know what the process of
Sigmar would probably also know.
Yes, both Mortimer and Sigmar would definitely know. This would be very similar to, there needs to be some sort of pomp and circumstance here.
Yeah.
The classic knighting ceremony is a sword on a shoulder, but it's really up to the monarch.
Okay, I'm looking to them, okay, so what do I do to make this official?
You're the noble, make it up. This is how this thing.
And so she bends a knee, she gets down on one knee, and she says, "For the rest of my days, I do, by decree, swear service to." He called himself Grinderbin before.
He's Waveland and Jamy. It's complicated.
Whatever you're more comfortable.
Okay.
With. I prefer Grinderbin.
You prefer
say to Waveland and Jamy and to House Jamy.
Okay. I hereby pledge service to Waveland, Lind, Jamy, and House Jamy.
You have to accept now.
Yeah, now do something to accept it.
I accept this amazing thing that you're doing here, and I'll pull out my umbrella and be like, "Yes, may the heavens see this and witnesses, and thank you."
Best swearing ceremony I've ever seen.
Grinderbin, repeat after me, all right?
Okay. God, that's all I wanted was just a script.
I, Waveland and Jamy, accept your service and dub you Sir Betty Ticklepuss of House Jamy.
I, Wayland Jamy, also known as Grinderbin, serve and protect. What did you just say? I accept your servitude. Welcome to the honorary House Jamy. Close enough.
I mean, okay. Every house has a different custom. Ooh.
I've seen people do this with a thumbs up.
I could have just done that. I needed some sort of
every house is different.
Circumstance.
I would have thought the more pomp, the better.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, but the declaration is made. I am now in service to House Jamy.
Sorry, before we go ahead, Betty.
Yes.
Did your sister ever tell you what would happen if you did try to get back in?
We've tried to get back in before, and it just causes us severe searing pain. Theoretically, if I stay on the other side for too long, I'll die. And you all, the four of you, cannot see, but Betty can. In front of her is a magical barrier that only a banished person could see. And so Betty pokes a hand through the barrier. I don't feel pain. And she takes a full step on the other side, and I think it worked. I think we did it. I think you legalized me out of my banishment.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, let's press on.
Okay, and you hop on your horses and get in your carts again and move on. It is another full day travel, and so again, we're going to get to kind of a night. And now you are taking a rest, or you want to wait until you get...
Well,
No, we're on the other side of the barrier.
Theoretically, we're safe from the rest of the tickle bushes.
Theoretically, yes.
Theoretically.
You've been awake for quite some time now, and so we're getting to nighttime again, and so you take a rest. I'm not going to make you roll for anything, as you have now added 3 very powerful people to your party.
Is this long or short rest, by the way?
This is going to be a long rest.
Okay.
So everyone can get a long rest. You can click your long rest button, thanks to Foundry VTT. It makes getting all your health and slots back just that easy. Thanks, Foundry.
And I will cast Alarm. before we go to bed, just in case.
Oh, sure. But yeah, I'm saying like there's enough of you where like a couple people can be on watch duty at a time, and we get to the next morning.
Sweet.
And you are now getting closer to populated areas. You are passing by trading posts. You are passing by smaller villages and making your way towards castles. Is this you on a horse?
This is me on a horse.
You are now to the point where you see Castle Sasha in the distance.
Is Sigmar okay?
What does Castle Sasha look like?
What does Castle Sasha look like? Well, it looks kind of like this.
Goodness, we're well prepared.
Big castle.
It's
Big castle.
Big Cinderella castle.
It's a big old Cinderella castle. And, like, obviously, most castles, there is a keep part of the castle, and then there is a village surrounding the castle that would be well protected by the keep part of the castle. So you are seeing, obviously, just like the spires in the distance, the mountains behind it, the forest behind it. What a majestic visual that I'm sure is being played right now. Oh,
Gosh, that's an impressive castle. Really sort of hits home what we're about to do here, doesn't it?
So are we going in? You tell me what's happening.
I think before we get closer, perhaps we should go over the plan. The plan that we worked out with Pikeworth at some point.
Sure. That's good information. Because I wasn't sure if they were going to make it here, we're making some of this up on the spot. And so what is going to happen is we are going to flash back. So we are going to go back to the Adventure is Night Club. So this would be like before Becky came. This is before you signed the paperwork. This is before Ro and Egalier came. So this is like, like early morning. The club is emptied out. So everyone knows that Beyonce has a very large and powerful gem attached to her necklace. It's known as the Quantac Reflection. She uses that gem every year during the Moonlight Ball to absorb the power of the moon to keep herself powerful and theoretically unaging. Here's what only people who have been invited to the ball and are part of the inner circle would know. The night before the ball, there is a dinner with all the high-up council members of Queen Bee's inner circle. At that dinner, special guards take the gem and the necklace off of Queen Bee for its yearly cleaning. She keeps this thing on her at all times the rest of the year. It gets pretty funky. We have an entire day in which that gem is in a special locked room being cleaned. There's only a few people who have access to that room.
Do we have a floor plan of the castle? Do we know exactly where this room is?
Yes, he will. Not a blueprint, but he is drawing you. The best that an old knight can draw you. Like I've been there before. I know the castle pretty well. So here is where the room is, as compared to where the ball is, as compared to where the dinner is. Absolutely. Now there is a cult of gem worshippers that are in charge of the cleaning. It's a group of himbos known as... Yeah.
Sounds delightful.
Yeah, it's a group of himbos that are in charge. They are a tight-knit cult that rarely leave the gem room. Usually, when the gem is taken off Beyonce, all guards are on high alert, as, it's a big old deal. When the gem gets out of the room, that's where I think the vulnerability is. As the party's going on, there's lots of drunk people. The guards' attention is split. The only problem is Bendori Pezzlewort Tickletoes, the High Chancellery of the castle.
Oh, the half-elf guy.
He goes into the room to get the gem back and then is escorted back to the Moonlight Ball by Sasha's fierce warriors. Rumor has it that they're going to be down a member as someone is retiring soon. So they won't be at full strength, but I don't recommend a full frontal assault. If you tried to step up to them, they'd put you on your ass.
I know we understand that. The gem room's unlocked before the gem gets there, right?
God, no. No, it's a gem room. It's full of gems.
I assumed it was just one room, one dedicated room for one gem. That's what Posh is
Oh,
like.
I apologize. No, this is the gem room. It's almost like the vault of the castle, if it were a bank.
Really?
Yes, and so a lot of valuables are kept in there, and that's where that's what the himbo's main job is.
clean and maintain, categorize all of the wealth of the castle.
It's like the uniform situation. I just kind of assumed the himbos just like they wouldn't wear shirts, so I didn't know.
They do not wear shirts.
So what's their uniform? Like, how do you know it's the official cleaning
Sparkly
himbos?
G-string.
One, if you saw the himbos, you'd know, man, they are good-looking dudes. They are cut. Mostly low-rise jeans, really just showing the gutters, showing off all, like they got it's at that thing where it's like it's a V down there. It's all. So no, they don't wear a uniform. They are just known.
Okay. How is the gem room locked?
There is a very big door. It's actually, if you think about it like
I assumed there was a door. I was actually
it's like, I don't know. Think about it kind of like an airlock situation. There is one large door on the outside, a little waiting room, and a second locked door. Now, I've never been inside because I'm obviously not allowed, but I peeked in when they opened that big door, and I saw the second locked door.
Is the outer door guarded
Yes,
at all times?
at all times.
By normal guards, not by himbos?
Not by himbos, by normal guards, yes.
Who opens the doors for the himbos and Bendori?
So the guards that are outside will notice the himbos or the Bendori and open the outer door for them. How they open the inner door, I can't have that information.
That's our in. Something that could distract their attention just for a moment. Just for long enough to swap the gems over.
We're throwing out a lot of ideas. There's no bad ideas. So, if mine's bad, that's okay. I won't feel bad. But what if we made some form of like sleeping powder or something, and I made some little treats, and we took them to the guards in the room and told them it was treats from Queen Beyonce for all their hard work.
Because they are going to be in there all day cleaning, aren't they?
The himbos take this day very serious. This is like their day.
Are they being brought food?
I guess I've never thought about it. I assume they have to be brought food at some point. They are locked in there for 24 hours. Yeah.
Great idea.
What if we get Dabrilla in there as someone bringing food for the himbos on a trolley? Mm. We sneak me under the trolley, and then we pretend we fucked up the meal and it's still alive. And then we release something like a lobster into the room. So all the himbos panic and have to try to catch it. And while they're doing that, I sneak out of the trolley, swap the necklace around, get back in the trolley. Dabrilla says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. How could I have forgotten to cook this lobster?" And then quickly leave.
No.
Uh-oh.
What if we just let Toasty loose?
Yes, Toasty is the MVP of this campaign.
Yes.
Can't catch me.
Oh no! I overcooked the gingerbread man.
Yeah, that could work. What if you made a bunch of other gingerbread men and then put Toasty on the plate with them?
Yeah. Like really surprise them when one just jumps up.
You don't have to go in alone anymore. You can go in with a cookie.
You can go in with toasty cinnamon bun. Let me just say, this plan is really messed up. You're a professional thief, right?
You'll be surprised how often our fucked up plans pay off.
Oh, I have another question for Pikeworth.
Oh, yeah.
Will we be weaponless when we go into the ball?
Yeah, do we get searched on the way in?
Absolutely. Anyone invited to the ball gets room and board in the castle, but before you enter the castle, they will search you and confiscate any weapons.
Do you think they would think my spoons are weapons?
Let me see your spoon. And then you pull out your giant club. Yeah,
They'll
that's
probably twig to that.
that's a weapon right there.
How stringent is the search? Because we've got a bag of holding. We've got an invisibility cloak.
Yeah, how are they at scanning like, that's magical?
These are kind of basic guards at the front. You can probably try to hide some stuff if they catch you hiding stuff, though.
That's
right.
You gotta.
But it's literally just a pat down. Will they
What
search
about
bags of holding?
Sigmar's hand?
Yeah, what about Sigmar's hand?
Yeah, what about my hand?
That looks like a hand to me. I'm not sure, but they'll probably ask you to, take off that gauntlet, as that kind of looks magical. But I've never seen a hand like that before. That's crazy.
You sure haven't.
Yeah. So.
But they wouldn't search a bag of holding.
They would search a bag of holding, so I would recommend, if your plan is to put the weapons in the bag, you gotta hide that bag.
We got to figure out how to do this without weapons. I think it's too risky to try and.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, we all know, everyone knows what a bag of
But
holding
if
is.
things
That's
fuck
pretty
up, it would be nice
basic.
to have a way to get our weapons.
Yeah.
If we fuck up, I don't think fighting our way out is ever going to be
No, that's
a
true.
possibility out of a well-staffed castle.
Well, the other matter is getting Dabrella into the kitchens. And I have a cunning scheme for that. We all come to the banquet. We wait till after the necklace is gone. We eat dinner, and I'll go full posh asshole mode and say, "Pah, these biscuits, well, they're all right, but they're trifling. Why, Lord Jamy's personal cook could make cookie. If you'd lend us the use of your kitchens, we could show you biscuits that would blow your minds." And I'll go with her because she needs assistance.
Question, Pikeworth.
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
So this is very dangerous.
Yes.
This object.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it after we steal it? Is there any reason we can't just destroy it? Why do we need to steal it?
My plan is to have it destroyed. It
Would
would.
it be fine if we destroyed it?
Would
we?
Absolutely.
Like, I'm assuming it's a very
Crazy.
powerful magical object. Like, could we just destroy it?
So the reason why I was having you steal it is because destroying it would be quite a bit of work,
like
and
a
I
Mount
was
Mordor type.
We have to send it back to the moon, like.
The mumblings I've heard is that this will be used for a great evil. If you have the capability to destroy it, take that opportunity. But I can also reach out to other people who I think will be able to destroy it if you can get it to me. Well, it sounds like y'all got a great plan. I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow.
It's a great plan.
Holy moly.
Feeling very confident.
I'm glad you are.
This is a great plan. One thing we have not discussed. Where are we getting the counterfeit necklace?
The gem itself is something like Beyonce wears it all the time. So any portrait of Beyonce would have the gem in it. This is something that Sigmar would definitely know about.
So we can make a replica.
So making a replica, and obviously with your artificer and your building ability, making a replica, it would require some rolls, of course, but is something theoretically that you could do. So you tell me how you would like to build this. Are you building from scratch based off of paintings and Sigmar knowledge?
I think we're in a castle town now. We have a little bit of downtime.
Well, we
right?
could still be in flashback time.
How many days is it till the dinner when we arrive at the castle town?
Dinner is tonight.
dinner
It is.
tonight.
Oh, okay.
Dinner is tonight. Yeah,
okay.
we
So we
are
should
like
probably-
it took you a couple days to get there. Dinner. They are expecting you at the castle gate sometime today.
Dang.
Well,
All right, so I guess
Hopefully we've got time for clothes shopping.
This is going to be flashback heavy. Heads up. You know why? We're making it up as we go along.
How long would it take? I do have, the feature right tool for the job, in which if I need artisan or thieves tools, I can take an hour and craft them. So I can guarantee to have the tools I need.
You know the plan is to make a replica.
Yeah.
Does Grinderbin want to use a souvenir one from Westage, make one himself, or get one at the castle town? This is your decision.
It would start absolutely with trying to make one.
Okay.
Yeah, I will try and replicate,
Okay.
and I will use Sigmar's great
Sure, I will
knowledge
fill you
and be
in.
like, no, see the way it sits, it's like actually a little higher.
I will let you roll with advantage.
Ooh.
You can use your artisan tools.
Okay, so
let's
proficient.
do. I am okay here with some sort of. I'm thinking some sort of dexterity check.
Better than strength.
Because this is a lot of fine crafts work that you're doing, and so sleight of hand is where I would go.
Okay.
Give me sleight of hand. You can use your tools. And you get advantage because Sigmar will be over your shoulder this entire time. He brings out all of his like fan art of Beyonce.
his trading cards.
Yeah. So you have a lot of material to work off of.
Okay, so tool proficiency gives me +4.
Okay.
Sleight of hand gives me nothing because I don't
Okay.
have any of it, but I do have +2 dex, so that's a total of +6.
Great. In fact, this seems to be a really important roll, so I would like you to roll with advantage in our special Dice Envy Dice Cam.
Yeah!
This is how good you can make a replica, very powerful magic item.
Oh! 18 plus 6, so 20.
So you spend a
Good roll.
You spent, you are in your room, you're in your workshop area, you are putting in a lot of time on this. Sigmar, to your fanboy eyes, this looks pretty damn close.
Nice.
Like, you can't tell any difference.
Pat and Grinder been on the back saying, great work.
Yeah. Okay. You are now entering the castle town.
Before we leave flashback time,
We're back in flashback time.
after Mortimer's meeting with Pikeworth,
Yes. At the late night meeting with
Yeah.
Pikeworth, yes.
Mortimer's going to go out by himself in the city
Okay.
and make inquiries as to how small a poisoned dart can be made. I mean, let's say if you wanted to guarantee death, how small a poisoned dart could you make?
You've been in town for a while. You know some seedy folk.
Sure do.
It's Musk in him.
No, Musk wouldn't do that, but Musk will introduce you to people.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say, yeah, you find like a shady dealer. You find a shady dealer who's more than willing to sell you some poison. And, you won't guarantee poison.
Even if all it did was prick the skin,
It's pretty expensive stuff.
I've got the money.
You've got the money. I can make you a dot. A dot guarantee. If you can get this dot to kill someone, they're not getting up.
I'll take one.
All right, I'll get you. Yeah, so it takes a couple days, and then you get a package delivered with one exceedingly potent poison dart.
All it needs is like the tiniest bit of needle, just enough to prick the skin.
Yep.
Mortimer will secrete it about his adventuring gear, possibly sewn into the lining of his coat or something. Pay off.
So, you've made a pretty good replica. You now have information on the gem vault, and Mortimer, unbeknownst to you, has purchased a incredibly potent poison dart. Hey there, Internet. I'm here to talk about Foundry VTT because that's what I use to play tabletop role-playing games, and that's what we use to play Dungeons & Dragons here on Adventure is Nigh. As a dungeon master, one of the things I really enjoy about Foundry VTT is the ability to organize all the shit that I bring into it. They have folder structures that you can color code for different areas, for different types of creatures. So if I have something devious planned, I can easily find it, drop it on my players, and laugh as they all die.
My friends are all tightwads. How am I going to convince them all to subscribe to even a great service such as this?
Foundry VTT is a one-time purchase, not a subscription, and only one person needs to buy a license.
What great news! Now I can hoard crap my whole life.
I suffer from a condition called imagination deficiency syndrome.
No.
Therefore, I can't, in the theater of the mind, play a game like Dungeons and Dragons. Like, is there something in Foundry VTT that could help me?
Why, the entirety of Foundry VTT is a way to visualize a tabletop virtually.
So I can actually see the game.
That's right.
Wow.
I know a bunch of hipsters that love playing not the biggest RPG in the world and want to play a bunch of different ones. Does Foundry VTT allow them to play other games?
It has support for just about anything. It's just an interface of
Wow. So partners like Piazzo, Cobalt Press, and Cubicle 7?
I don't know if that's how you pronounce any of those things. The great thing about Foundry VTT is it has these amazing partners that make it really easy to add on complex modules. These are maps, these are monster manuals, these are creature stats, so you can drag and drop them with ease.
Wow, so whether I want to use someone else's stuff or make it all up on my own, I guess Foundry VTT is a pretty good option.
Fucking right it is. If you like what you see on this show when we show you our cool maps and characters on them, that's all Foundry VTT. It is a virtual tabletop that I was using well before we started the show. I continue to use it for my personal games, and I recommend it to everyone. Check out Foundry VTT at foundryvtt.com. Thank you.
You roll into town. You know, there are like guards, but they're not going to stop just a general cart coming into the village area. What I overheard, I thought you were looking for hotels, for inn stays. Okay, great.
Would people in the town recognize Betty Ticklepuss?
What I'm going to say is that as soon as you get close to villages, Betty puts a hood up.
Sure.
Damn sweet right away. Puts a hood up and kind of, hunches down. There are people who could recognize her, yes. So you're in town. What kind of hotel are you looking for?
We probably want like mid to low for less questions. Like too low, they'll sell us out.
Well, we are passing as, nobles who have come for a banquet.
I mean, you're not
they don't
passing
know that.
as. You are nobles who are coming for a banquet.
But we're
Sorry, it's force of habit.
but we're not staying. We're like dropping off some of our party.
We could
Right,
rent
right.
3 rooms for 3
Yeah.
people.
So, well, I guess
We can like
yeah,
hand them some
Albert
money
goes,
and let
maybe
them
just 2 rooms. My man.
2 room. Well, yeah.
With me and Betty is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So we can hand them off some coinage.
Yeah.
Let them actually get set up someplace. We just know where they're located.
Yeah.
And then we continue on ahead. Like, is that?
Yeah, that's
All right. And like you mentioned, they have to take our
Yeah, we got to
gear.
give them all stuff.
Okay.
All right. Okay, 2 rooms. 1 for Albert.
And our stuff.
And our stuff.
I'm not Albert. Moped,
Moped,
and
yeah.
our stuff. And then Albert and Betty.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
all right, I'll hold your stuff. Don't you worry about it. Woo-hoo. You're giving me all your gear? You're not trying to sneak any of it in?
I mean, I have my hand,
You got your hand.
which
Which will only work with a bow, I guess.
True.
Mortimer has instincts to hide daggers up his sleeves, but, that's probably not going to make much of a difference, so probably won't bother.
All right. So you have given Albert, Moped, Betty some money, and you found a nice middle of the road hotel for them to stay in. The innkeeper, we're getting a lot of people in here now, right? Because the thing. Oh, these are you must be servants of one of the. Yeah, you have these rooms, blah blah. And your wife must be pretty ugly. I don't want to see that. That's why she keeps the hood up. That's all right. No problem. No problem. You just go upstairs. We don't want to see that. That's why we just did a quick stealth roll. Pretty good stealth roll. For Betty, all your stuff is with them.
Mortimer's going to keep his stone of truth on him, just in case.
Okay.
And his invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
obviously.
Do you want us to keep our armor for normal rolls, or go ahead and take it off?
If I were a guard, I would like an armor is also kind of a dress piece, and so like armor, you can't use your armor theoretically. You can't use your armor to kill the queen. And so as a guard, I'm not going to be worried about your armor.
Okay.
But like, I'll definitely like, when you get there, like they might ask you questions about it. Make sure that it's not a tacky armor. It's not like the Briar armor where you can do damage,
I almost want to keep my rope and climbing pitons, but they might have some questions about that.
That would raise some alarms.
Okay.
Deborah can climb. Deborah wants to at least try and keep like her wooden spoon on her.
Okay.
Can she send the ice cream scoop back home? 'Cause, like, she feels very sentimental about that, so she kind of wants to.
You want to mail it?
You want to send it like with a messenger back to the nightclub?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna bring your umbrella.
I mean, it's part of the ceremony. I feel like I have to.
Okay,
now.
great.
It's officially.
Yeah.
Charlie.
So like, the guards will be on the lookout for anything that they think will cause damage.
Okay.
We drop off Moped, Albert, and Betty. Betty is able to sneak under the radar of anyone there because of her cloak.
Right.
You leave all weapons with Albert, except for Dabarella. You are hiring a messenger to take your Ice Giant's ice cream scoop back to the Adventurers Nightclub.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Special item.
Well, we're getting party clothes first, right?
So now is the point in which we flash back again. Because you're going to go to a ball. So you have to prepare for the ball. And Sigmar, what do you do to prepare for the ball?
Well, Sigmar's sister kind of just brings stuff because this is her first time going to see him since he like ran away from home and whatnot.
Yeah.
She thought it would be nice to bring him some stuff from home, so she brought him like some clothes, some little bibs and bobs or whatever for his new room and stuff. And included in that was like his old kind of formal wear.
Great.
So he figured, crap, I got to go to a ball. Oh, Ro brought me this. I guess I'll wear it.
So this is the point in which we just see Ro handing you a package. We'll do the outfit reveal later. Dabarella.
Dabarella is going shopping. She doesn't really know, and she doesn't really have anyone to really ask, but she's always just wanted to believe she's a little princess. And so she goes to one of the shops in Vestige, is what I would say.
And you find a lovely princess dress?
And asks them to make her a little...
Wonderful. Mortimer, I assume you're going shopping in Vestige, or are you going to a tailor? Like, how are you doing
Oh,
this?
I guess I'm going to a tailor. Going full glad rags on this. Haven't had an opportunity like this for a while.
Absolutely. So you're just telling them make it the gaudiest...
The most gorgeous, most dazzling party suit. I want to be the
Wonderful.
belle of the ball.
And Grinderbin, how are you getting your new clothes?
Definitely Grinderbin, knowing nothing about formal stuff, as shown in this future part of the flashback, going to Connie and being like, okay, you know about you've been in there, you know what they wear, you know, so like, what am I supposed to wear?
Oh, let's go shopping. And you and Connie just go around town, and she gets you all of the things that Connie thinks are really
like,
great.
Definitely like Connie's level of like, this is what, and like,
Yeah.
Grinderbin enjoys fancy clothes, but it's like definitely outside of Grinderbin's normal.
Sure.
Since it's still flashback time, Mortimer has obviously concealed the poison needle in his party suit.
In the party suit. So you pull up to the castle, and you see...
Oh, and the invisibility cloak is folded into the party suit as well.
Okay, good, thank you. And so you see a couple very hefty-looking guards at the front gates to the main castle keep. And they, hold on there. Only invited guests over here. Only invited guests. I've got to see your invite.
Mortimer steps forward. Lord Waveland Jamy, here for the banquet, my good man.
I've got to see the invite.
Wave and be like, oh, hi.
We get the invite out and we show it.
Oh, that looks real official. All right, do you have any weapons on you? We can store them in our locker, return them to you as soon as you leave.
I think we're good.
I don't have any.
I mean, I am a weapon, but that's not what you meant, right?
What do you mean you aim a weapon?
He's a warrior. It's a thing.
You kind of killed my joke just now, so I just want you to live with that.
What do you mean you aim a weapon? We've had folks in here who've been weapons. We can't allow weapons in. If you aim a weapon, we can't let you in.
It's like the fucking TSA.
I'm sorry, guys.
He didn't mean it. It was his lame attempt at a joke.
We don't joke about stuff like that. This is a Queen's Moonlight Ball's coming up, man.
No, we understand that.
Okay.
You are a credit to your profession, sir.
All right. Come over here. We're
You're
gonna
doing a great job.
Dabarella steps forward and goes, I have a crossbow, so you can take the crossbow.
Oh, thank you. Got your crossbow.
Oh, thank you. I have cooking stuff.
Cooking stuff.
Yeah, I cook things.
Like
Amazing cook.
Like what? Can I see you cooking stuff?
And then she just gets out like the cereal, like the other things, and it's like, cooking stuff.
Lord Jamy is a very picky eater. He must always have his personal chef with him.
Oh, all right. We can't let that skewer in, though. That skewer, that looks like a weapon. That basically looks like a lance. We can't let that in. Yeah, spoons. That's all. And then he takes a look. Like, do you bring out the rolling pin? Yeah. Like he looks at the rolling pin and starts talking about, oh, that's pretty big. It was a rolling pin.
I mean, you need a big rolling pin when you're rolling dough for like 18,000 people at a party.
Well, I guess that makes sense. All right, yeah, you can let the rolling pin in, but not that skewer. That pokes someone.
That's
Definitely
fine.
not that
That's
skewer.
fair.
All right,
It is
all
pretty
right.
sharp.
So we'll take the skewer and we'll take the crossbow. It's crazy that you only had the one weapon on you, but that's all right. So he puts it, puts it in the locker. All right, and then he's going to, kind of very gingerly go through all of your clothes. Actually, I will roll this in front of the table to see how good of an investigation job that he does.
Our dice envy dice camp.
It's an okay job.
He does a slightly below average job. Heads up, we don't add anything to his intelligence. Oh, yeah, these look like clothes. Ooh, these look like fancy clothes. All right, you're ready for the ball, aren't you?
Yes,
All
I
right,
am.
all right. Well, please enter in. There is a small receiving line, so please wait in queue, and the prince will welcome you into the castle. And he opens up
The doors?
And the prince. Oh no.
So,
Oh god.
oh god, something that you don't see because of the power of imagination is there is a small line of nobles in front of you, each gaining access. The prince is all welcoming them in front of you, so you are in a queue waiting.
Mortimer hisses to Grindabin. You go first, always, and pretend like you own the place.
Be like, I own the place.
It's a figure of speech.
Yeah.
This is how nobles act.
Oh. I thought I needed like a story on how I got all these tables or something.
All right.
Why couldn't I have been the secret noble?
Because that would have made too much sense and it wouldn't have been as much fun.
All right, come on up. As you see, some lovely carpeting, some flowers, some ornate decorations. You see chandeliers above you, some colorful stained glass windows on either side. Very, very fancy shit.
And bow low when you get to the prince. He's above all of us.
And of course, guards everywhere. This is a big event. Guards absolutely everywhere. Different weapons. A lot of spears and pikes and whatnot, all standing at perfect attention. Now it is your point in the queue, and the prince says, "Welcome to the ball. Who do we have?" And he looks at you, and goes, "You must be the Jamy." Waveland and Jamy. Oh, we've heard so much about you.
Your servant, your highness.
Yes. And do a low bow. Do a little mushroom cap.
It's been an age since I've seen a flora folk. You so unusual.
It seems kind of rude to say. I mean, yeah, it's
Oh, all right.
It's, we're so happy to be here for this event.
Edward, a tabaxi is with you. Oh,
And he comes up to you, Dabrella. He leaves his guard. You see like the guards around him, like Prince.
oh, look at you. You're like a cat, but a person. You're a cat person. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, heaven! Can I touch your hair?
Freaking Prince microaggression over here.
Can I please? It looks so weird. No, but you have hair on your legs. I can touch your hair on your
We have a
legs.
strict no contact policy.
Oh no, that's fair. All right. I'm sorry. I get so excited. It's very rare that I see a flora folk or a fauna folk. We're spreading our influence.
Which prince is this?
The Cheserick.
Oh, apologies, I didn't make my formal announcement. I got so excited for it. It is I, Prince Cheserick the Second.
Grindabin, present us.
Oh,
officially.
yeah, my official court lawyer and
Personal guard.
personal guard.
It's important to have legal representation here.
Sir Mortimer.
Yeah,
Your highness.
head of security and personal guard.
Sure, don't get too close.
Also, don't again. No strict no.
And you have an asthma in your group. Oh my, look at you like a little rainbow coalition. Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm sorry, I get so excited. It's very rare. I don't get out of the castle much. Okay, so you're the muscle.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Sir Sigmar.
This is Sigma. It's lovely to meet you.
The esteemed chef and truly awesome person.
Oh.
Everyone else was saying their name.
I'm Dabarella.
Miss Dabarella, lovely to meet you. You brought your own chef. We have quite a good chef here, but you bring your own.
Lord Jamy is very particular, though. No offense to your personal guard.
Oh, of course not. I would bring if I left the castle, I would bring my chef with me too.
What's the
Sigmar is dying inside.
This is like his worst nightmare.
he hates this so much.
Good. I've heard rumors about you, I've heard the rumblings. You're responsible for bringing the dwarves back into the land.
I mean, not solely, but yeah, they were really nice folk.
You're the only that other dwarves are back too.
Yeah, they were quite nice. We had a real good time with them.
We could tell you the whole story of dinner.
Yes, you must come to dinner tonight.
great
You have to
storytelling,
come to
this
dinner
one,
tonight.
yeah.
All of you, please. I need you to come to dinner. You must come to dinner tonight.
Okay, I guess, yeah, we're gonna do that.
Well, as much as we're enjoying your royal presence, Your Highness, if we could have some time to freshen up in our rooms before dinner.
Of course. And there's a whole line behind you. How terrible of me. Oh, I just get so excited. Anytime I see... So the hair... Yeah.
Nope, no,
Is it
still no.
okay. Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Has
You're
not
right.
been
All right.
lifted.
All right. Maybe later. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. Lovely to meet you. Percival over here will show you to your rooms. Please make yourself at home. If you need anything, let Percival know. They will make sure you find anything you need. Your rooms should be, up to esteemed standards. No dirt, though.
Thank you again, Your Grace. I'm sure
Of
they will be
course.
most suitable.
Of course. Well, please, onward. Oh, Lady Bethany, I love you. And then starts going on to the next one.
We all, as we pass that and we're all walking by, be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that prophecy was right. That was the worst person I've ever met. I've never hated anyone faster.
Yeah, believe me, yeah. This is all facade. But this was pretty much what I was expecting when we went to the dwarven castle. I'm like in my element now.
So Percival takes you through the castle. It's a very brief tour. Oh, here's where the dining hall is. Here's the kitchen if you need any food. Here's this and here's that. And gets you all to your room. You each have your own room, if for changing purposes and whatnot. You see it's a very modest living quarters. These were possibly servants' quarters that they just opened up for guests. If ever, you're getting changed into your fancy clothes for dinner.
So am.
Yeah. All right. Give me one. Here, we'll put everyone behind their doors so you can't see each other. I'm going to close all your doors while I change your character.
This is what I've been waiting for all week.
You guys can't see yet because we're about to do a fashion show.
Okay, well, Mortimer put his invisibility cloak on under his jacket, and he's going to test that to see if it still works if he pulls the collar out.
Yes.
It does work?
It does work. Though
Clothes on the other.
though your jacket it looks a little, instead of being a tailored suit, it looks like you bought it off the rack.
Oh well.
This is what I'm going to say because you now have a cloak underneath your jacket.
A little frumpy.
Okay, so you each take a moment to get changed into your outfits. It is just about the dinnering hour. Percival is, 5 minutes, I'll come and get you. And it is time.
Nope.
So just everyone come out and look at your outfits.
Oh my gosh, that freaking
Oh my god.
I am locked in.
You are not. You just have to open the door.
Okay, I have to click the thing.
Oh, styling, Grinty.
Oh, yes!
Deverella's hair.
Deborah, you did your hair.
Oh,
Mortimer looks like a disco star.
that was very much
the star
intention.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I feel like a little princess when she does it.
It's gorgeous.
Our princess.
Sigmar, well, at least you put a modicum of effort in. Did you just close your jacket? Is that literally all you did?
And took
Put
some belts off.
took his hair up.
And put his hair up?
And did a thing
This
with
is
hair.
this is just my suit from home. I only have the one.
I think he looks fabulous.
You all look absolutely
Like
fabulous.
Sigmar in his head knows they actually look ridiculous. Like this is not how fancy people dress.
This is exactly how I went shopping with someone who's been in. I've been told this is very fancy. It's so uncomfortable. It has to be fancy.
Right.
I love all of the work. I like the gold trim too on Sigmar's thing, like the buttons.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the trim
Yeah,
on the
there's some
shoes.
detail on this.
Yeah, it's subtle but fancy, and I feel like that's exactly how the rest of them are gonna look. And then there's the three of us, which I absolutely
I
love.
fucking love this disco ball.
Hey. Okay, I'm tutoring you guys in this. We're nobles. If we're dressed like the Nines and no one else is, we fucking own it. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
We fucking like, oh. Well, we didn't realize it would be that sort of dinner.
We didn't realize it'd be so casual.
I love all of these.
These are beautiful, everyone. Great job. Great job, everyone. Great job, Omar.
Great job, Omar.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, really nice.
Omar, you crushed it. And then the heist is happening tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
So the heist kicks off when I do the
Yeah,
let's show you how good our chef can cook.
That's
spiel.
the kicker.
Right.
Before we leave,
Yeah.
Grinderbin does want to talk to.
Before you leave your room?
Before we leave here, take a side with Mortimer.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
Make an excuse of like, I think I need help with this lapel thing. You want to help me out with it?
Oh, yes, fine. Clearly, I'm the only one qualified.
Bro, it just keeps like doing a little dance in front of Sigma going, do I look pretty?
Very pretty, Dabarella.
You two are now kind of in Grinderbin's room, and Grinderbin has pulled Mortimer aside.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at this collar.
Okay, I can't believe you believed that. It's like the best lie I've ever told.
Well, I guess I'm not used to it coming from you. What's the matter?
Things might go real wild in here.
Oh, I'm aware of that.
Remember that part in Celia where you were connected for a while? And
Yeah.
I was connected for a while.
Yes, I remember we were both connected at certain times.
I might have learned a few things about you.
Mortimer slams the door. Takes the door, slams it shut, pushes Grinderbin into the corner. Choose your next words very carefully. Now, I'm not going to play guessing games. What do you know?
I don't know why exactly you're hiding it, but I did learn what you are.
Don't even say it, okay?
I'm not going to,
Don't even say it.
but I want to say the reason I pulled you aside is if you need to be who you are to escape a situation, I will back you up so no one else has to know. Like, whatever you need to do to make sure you get out, I'll help you and not tell.
Well, I appreciate that, Grinderbin. I will certainly bear that in mind. If was that all?
I mean, if you wanted to share something, I feel like this is a big deal here.
Grinderbin, I'm currently trying to decide if right after this I'm going to disappear into the night and never see you all again.
Oh, that would be awful. I don't want you to go away.
Well, let's just see how tonight goes, shall we?
Well, yeah, hopefully we'll all live through it, and then we can, like, I don't plan on telling anybody. I don't want to hold this against you. I just want you to know
Grinderbin,
that you're safe.
it's just the fact that we're friends. That means I'm not going to slit all your throats when I go.
That's good. I assume that. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Okay. Maybe we could talk about this in less anxious time where we're not about to put our lives on the line.
All right,
In a more
good.
comfortable setting, perhaps.
Oh, but, just in case, code word.
Okay.
I need you to give me a phrase that if I hear,
So if
No.
you... So, right. So that you will know it's me.
yeah,
Okay. I guess that's fair. I guess I will say a sentence that incorporates the two words splendid time.
okay.
All right. You two exit the room and, oh, yeah, you helped me fix my collar.
Well, God knows how they teach you to put collars on where you're from.
Sigmar leans into Dabarella. I think they're fucking.
What was that, Sigmar?
Oh, no, nothing.
And you are ushered off to dinner. And
Before we go, what was just gonna remember something as we're going out the door.
son of a bitch.
Guys, remember, the heist relies on a lot of things.
Yeah.
And knowing nobles, they're probably going to say and do a lot of things that we don't approve of. And if something like that comes up and we feel it needs to make some kind of knee-jerk reaction, Sigmar, I just want you to remember that we have to be cool. Whatever happens, be cool, blend in.
Have you seen us? We look so cool.
Am I not always cool? What are you talking about?
I meant emotionally cool.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. So now that you've gotten a talking to, you all are ushered to the main dining hall. Okay, and so you are seated at this grand table. You know, food is splayed out in front of you.
Yeah, we're all judging everyone's outfit.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you know, everyone else, by the way, significantly more casual than you are.
Aren't they just? I kind of like the ruffled collar, but he needed to set it off.
Yes, and so like you are definitely overdressed for this occasion, and that's okay.
So we don't recognize anyone here. Like none of our kind of familiars are also at this dinner.
Correct. These would be all of like human nobility, people who are members of Beyonce's council, which now Wavelinden is a part of. You don't know what your duties are yet, but like you are now part of kind of the inner circle of Beyonce. And so yeah, these are I'm in charge of agriculture. I know all the farmers. You know, it's just general chitter chatter about what they do. Oh.
Okay.
I need to know this, Jack.
Yes.
Which person is in charge of agriculture?
Fuck.
Because
Damn it.
they might know a little bit about that greenhouse and may want to show it off. So
Fuck
just
you.
in case
The one right next to Mortimer with the mustache.
That's agriculture?
That's agriculture.
What's his name, Jack?
What's his name? No, I know you were going to say that. I know. I, of course, planned for his name. His name,
He opened his notebook.
that's Headley Edwards.
Headley Edwards.
Headley Edwards, head of agriculture for Sasha's castle.
Awesome.
Okay, Mortimer's playing things up. He's being like full schmoozy noble. He's deliberately edging it towards obnoxious because he wants to be the sort of person that everyone would be happy to see leaves the room for a while.
I like it.
This wine's nothing like the wine we get at Westridge. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, give me a performance check. Give me a performance. Let's see how well you can be a dickhead.
Natural 20.
Natural dickhead.
The dice, sometimes the dice know.
Doesn't that work so well?
Oh, yeah. And like the people around, like you definitely notice that all the people around you are like, what's up?
This fucking guy.
We don't like that at all. So, this is kind of pre-dinner time, and all of a sudden you feel a fervor happening. You feel something is about to happen, and then all of a sudden all of the guards and the waitstaff suck to the wall and stand at attention. So Bendori Pezzleworth Tickletoes makes his way to a seat at the grand table. Definitely like very slow. He's an old halfling, taking his time, and then hand in hand, Prince Cheserick III steps in and
Look at that little dickhead.
and behind him, flowing with the radiance of a true royal, is none other is Queen Beyonce.
Hey.
Oh,
Sigmar, who was like very down and bored at this table, has now kind of he's perked up now that he's seen her in the flesh.
Standing up for the entrance.
Oh yes, everyone is standing up for the entrance.
Okay, and Mortimer goes.
Queen
Sprite is
Beyonce
fucking hilarious.
flows in. Prince Cheserick. Prince Cheserick is definitely like playing it up more. Like Beyonce is as cool as a cucumber. This is every day for her. But Prince Cheserick is like, oh, thank for me, thank you.
how old is the prince?
Like somewhere between 16 and 22.
Classic.
Like late
Classic
teen.
22.
Think like 18. Like young enough to be a real dickhead, but old enough to think they know better.
It's like Grindelbrand has been hating all of this the
Yes,
whole time.
yes.
But when Beyonce comes in, like, does have like a little bit of like, oh no, I actually am starstruck.
And you can all. There is almost a magical aura. Like as soon as she enters the room, like everyone goes silent. You can hear a pin drop. This is Beyonce. Welcome everyone to my castle. Thank you for joining me for dinner. Before we begin, I believe we have a special guest. She looks over. Bring in the special guest. And way at the other side of the table,
Oh, I
It's
don't
not
like.
us.
Not a
We're not the
special guest.
ones.
you're not the special guest because the grand doors of the hall open, and the first person that you see
Oh boy.
is Egalier Frostbones.
Okay. Mortifer's going to make urgent eye contact with Sigma in particular and just mouth, be cool.
I mean, I knew she was going to be here.
That's not the thing you need to be cool about.
Egalier walks in, and everyone. Oh, there's another. Oh, there's another. Oh my god! I knew that. Like, like obviously, and you've been hearing the oohs and the ahs about flora and fauna, Aasimar. Like, this is unusual, and now a second Aasimar is here. But behind Egalier Frostbones, I mean, you know who it is already because you heard that.
Yeah.
But now your characters.
Now
Now your characters know, bound in chains, holding the jade homunculus, is Domino Fantastic. And Egalier says, I have for Queen Beyonce a gift. The thief who stole the jade homunculus to do with as you please. A gift from the Aasimar. And everyone, oh, an And that's where we're gonna end it for this episode.
Man.
More gunk in your beautiful plan. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching and or listening to this episode. Goodbye.
Bye.